Wall Street beyond the movies, money, history, and real life in Lower Manhattan. When people think about power in America, they often picture Washington, D.C. But here in Lower Manhattan, we are standing in front of a different kind of power. Financial power. Welcome to Wall Street, one of the most famous streets in the world. This neighborhood has appeared in movies, business reports, political speeches, and debates about wealth, risk, opportunity, and inequality. For many Americans, Wall Street does not mean only one New York City street. It has become a symbol for banks, investment firms, stock exchanges, hedge funds, major corporations, and the wider financial system. But the real place is more complicated and more interesting than the movie version. As we walk through the financial district, the first thing you notice is the scale. The streets are narrow, the buildings rise almost straight above you, and sunlight can disappear between the towers. During the workday, the sidewalks fill with office employees, delivery workers, tourists, security officers, restaurant staff, and commuters. After the closing bell, the atmosphere becomes quieter. So where did the name Wall Street come from? The answer is surprisingly literal. In the 17th century, this part of Manhattan was the Dutch settlement of New Amsterdam. A wooden defensive wall stood near the northern edge of the settlement. During a tense period of colonial competition and fear of attack, the street that developed along that line eventually became Wall Street. The wall disappeared, but its name survived and became a powerful financial brand. A few steps away is the building most visitors come to see, the New York Stock Exchange. The NYSE traces its official origins to the Buttonwood Agreement, signed by 24 brokers on May 17th, 1792. It created basic trading rules and helped establish trust among brokers. The exchange later grew alongside the American economy as governments, banks, railroads, industrial businesses, and modern corporations raised money from investors. The current NYSE building opened in 1903. Its massive columns and sculpted front communicate stability, order, and confidence. For generations, television viewers have seen traders on the floor, screens flashing with prices, and invitations ringing the opening or closing bell. Today, the market is not powered only by people shouting orders across a crowded room. Much of modern trading is electronic. Even so, the NYSE still operates a physical trading floor. Floor brokers and designated market makers remain active, especially during opening and closing auctions and unusual market activity. That makes the building both part of the modern financial system and a living piece of American history. And Wall Street is not only about finance. Across from the exchange is Federal Hall. The original building on that site served as First Capitol. Under the United States Constitution, on April 30, 1789, George Washington took the oath of office there as the nation's first president. The current structure came later, but the location connects America's political beginnings to the street that became its financial center. At the western end of Wall Street, you can also see Trinity Church. Its history reaches back to the colonial era, and Alexander Hamilton is buried in its churchyard. The contrast is remarkable, a historic church and cemetery beside skyscrapers, banks, restaurants, subway entrances, and commuters. Within a few blocks, you can move between colonial history, the founding of the federal government, global finance, religion, architecture, tourism, and daily New York life. Now, we are heading down Broadway toward another famous symbol, the charging bull. The bronze sculpture was created by artist Arturo di Modica after the 1987 stock market crash. In December 1989, he placed it near the New York Stock Exchange. Without official permission, as a statement of strength, optimism, and recovery, it was removed, but public interest was so strong that it was later installed near Bowling Green, where it became one of New York City's best-known attractions. And yes, there is usually a line. People wait to pose in front of the bull, beside it, and sometimes behind it. Visitors have developed traditions about etching parts of the sculpture for financial luck. It makes for a funny photograph, but no statue can make you rich. Building wealth usually requires income, saving, patience, useful skills, disciplined investing, and avoiding expensive mistakes. Even then, there are no guarantees. A lucky photo may give you a good memory, but it will not replace a financial plan. That is also the larger lesson of Wall Street. From a distance, this neighborhood can look like a place where everyone is making millions. In reality, only a small percentage earn the enormous salaries shown in movies. Thousands of ordinary people work in and around the financial district. They maintain buildings, prepare food, analyze data, protect offices, clean public spaces, run small businesses, and commute home like workers everywhere else. Even high-paying finance careers can involve long hours, pressure, competition, and limited personal time. Money can create options, but it does not automatically create balance, freedom, or happiness. Behind the famous institutions are food stands, coffee shops, construction crews, families, students, and people simply trying to earn a living. A practical tip: public transportation is usually easier than driving. Lower Manhattan has many subway connections, while traffic, security restrictions, narrow streets, and expensive parking can make bringing a car frustrating. Wear comfortable shoes, check the current transit schedule, and explore on foot. Wall Street is worth visiting not because touching a bronze bull will change your future, and not because every person here is wealthy. It is worth visiting because a few small blocks reveal several centuries of American ambition. This is where a colonial wall gave a street its name. It is where brokers created rules for an early securities market. It is where George Washington became president. It is where historic institutions stand beside digital finance, and where the mythology of wealth meets the ordinary reality of work. Wall Street represents confidence and fear, growth and collapse, innovation and excess. It can help companies raise money and give individuals a way to invest. But it can also remind us how quickly speculation, greed, and poor judgment can cause damage. So here's my question for you. When you hear the words Wall Street, what comes to mind first? Opportunity, history, investing, inequality, or movies? Share your answer in the comments. If you enjoy clear, practical videos about American places, institutions, money, and everyday life, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for walking through Lower Manhattan with me. I'll see you in the next video.